You are on bond for at least 4 to 5 other cases. One of those being an evading arrest here, which is 1,200 days old. This is a hot mess. And I'm going to tell you now, you have so much drama. Your bond's at $30,000 each. I'm ordering you, you're not going to have a weapon and that you're not to use drugs or alcohol. And if I find that you do.
What happens when a family assault charge collides with a mountain of open cases? Today, Judge Fleischer is dealing with Mr. White, accused of assaulting a family member, while the court learns he may have 8 to 10 other open matters hanging over him. His lawyer says the new incident was him stepping into a fight and that the alleged victim may sign a non-prosecution affidavit. But the judge isn't buying reassurance on words alone. Should a court go this hard to stop repeat trouble? Or is this overkill? Would you trust promises here? Let's go back to the start.
Mr. White, you are now stand charged with assault of a family member. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. So you know you have a lawyer, Josh Rice. He's here on Zoom. I don't know why the TVs aren't working, but he's here with you now, so you know that you're not alone.
Judge, on July 21st, officers were dispatched to a family assault call in Harris County, Texas. Officers met with the complainant, who is the defendant's stepfather. The complainant stated that after telling the defendant to turn off the defendant's mother's vehicle and come back inside the home, the defendant kicked open the front door and punched him with a closed fist to the left side of his head. The complainant stated that the defendant then fled the scene in his vehicle. The complainant stated that the defendant has been staying in his residence for the past 2 weeks due to not having anywhere to stay. The complainant stated he felt pain when assaulted and wanted to pursue criminal charges against the defendant. The complainant had visible minor injuries near his left ear.
Mr. White, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm entering in what's called a magistrate's order for emergency protection. This is a court order that identifies Mark Maple as a protected individual. You cannot commit family violence or an assault against this person. Commit an act in furtherance of an offense under section 42.072 of the Texas Penal Code, which is the stalking statute. You cannot threaten, harass, use another person to communicate a threat or harassing behavior. You cannot be in possession of a weapon or go within 200 feet of where he lives or where he works. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Now, I'm also, as a condition of your bond, ordering you not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're consuming alcohol or dope, likewise, your bond will be revoked. You will go into custody. As it stands now, you are on bond for at least 4 to 5 other cases. One of those being an evading arrest here, which is 1,200 days old. I am now revoking that bond and taking you into custody. He goes with you. This is a hot mess. And I'm going to tell you now, you have so much drama in the wake that you've left. I'm going to keep you so close to me that you're going to think we're in a darn relationship. That's how close I am. I'm going to do everything in my power to protect every single person of Harris County. And I don't care if I hurt your feelings or you get a little upset because you have to come to court a lot. You're going to be coming to me, testing so much, and you're going to be hanging out with me so much that you're going to think it's a career. Do you understand, Mr. White? As it stands now, I am going to revoke your bonds, and I'm going to set them, I don't know, probably commensurate to what your felony bonds are now, because it's evident that you continue to do whatever you want without consideration to any kind of court orders. It's just to every single court. There's nothing that you need to say. What you say to me now goes in one ear and goes out the other. Actions speak louder than words, Mr. White. And you just got out of prison, and now you have another. You literally just got out of prison for felon in possession, and now you have an evading arrest, felon in possession, evading arrest, another felony evading arrest, and now you've picked up an assault of a family member. It's over. What else did you have to say?
Judge, so I do see some of the offenses do predate his TDC trip. The ones that predate, it looks like he has a burg that's active in 2018 out of Richmond, so Fort Bend.
So that's still open now.
I don't see a disposition at all in that case. UUMV and burglary of a vehicle out of Rosenberg, so I believe that's still Fort Bend.
Now that makes 8 cases open.
And those are before his TDC trip. And I see on the burglary of a vehicle, not the other cases, that there is a warrant out. He absconded. So after he went to, and he has a warrant.
So that's an open warrant now.
Yeah. And
Josh, did you know about that?
And where is that out of?
So this is the burglary of the vehicle, Fort Bend County Court of Law 2.
We were just,
I don't want to say anything at this moment.
we just appeared in Fort Bend and they didn't say anything about that, but I will figure out what that's about.
Maybe they resolved, this is what I read as of today. Maybe they just haven't updated this, the criminal history yet. He has an evading with a prior out of, it shows pending, but it also shows a disposition date. So I'm just going to disregard that charge. It doesn't.
Is that Fort Bend as well?
Fort Bend, Richmond. Yeah. So Fort Bend, it's 240th District Court. With regards to his open cases, he has tampering, fabricating physical evidence with intent to impair, third-degree felony, Rosenberg, possession of a controlled substance, interference with public duties, and then the Houston cases. Let's see, burglary of a building, Fort Bend again.
What we're going to do now,
That also shows absconded, but he may have posted those two.
I'm going to let you go back. I'm going to let you talk to your lawyer. Before you start saying stuff to me here, I want you to speak to your lawyer so you guys can decide on what you want to say, because I don't want you to say anything that hurts your cases as it is. What I'm deciding now is how and what to make your bonds at. That's what I'm deciding now. So before I set a monetary amount, I want you to be able to talk to your lawyer, you guys powwow, and then I'll bring you out and then we can talk.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
He
I'm sorry, go ahead.
has 2 cases out of El Campo, and I think another 2 cases out of Victoria.
So he has another 2 cases open and elsewhere.
So the El Campo cases that I see are evading with the prior, tampering, fabrication, physical evidence with intent to impair. And then the ones out of Victoria, Mandel, controlled substance, PG1B, less than a gram. So 3rd-degree felony there, and then just possession of marijuana. And that's it. That's all I can find.
Okay, so Josh, let's go back. I'll have you talk to Mr. White. I'm telling you now that for me, it's going to be in the quintuple digits. Okay. It's just a matter of how much. I mean, being that, I don't know, what did I hear? 8 cases, 10 cases, give or take, something like that. We don't even know how many I don't even know if you know how many open cases you have. All I know is that where you go, trouble follows. So hold on. I'll let you talk to your lawyer. You decide what you want to tell me, and then we can bring you out whenever you guys are ready. Josh, the floor is yours.
Yes, Judge. I believe that the new family violence case is the result of a physical altercation between his mother and his stepdad that he intervened in. And his stepdad has since agreed to sign a affidavit of non-prosecution. And, just for some context on Mr. White's cases, is I know when you look at it on paper, he's got a lot of past cases, but the majority of them, I believe, are before he went to TDC, and he will either have time served on those, or there's ones where he is falsely accused, so that is why he did not wrap them up before he went to TDC, because he wanted to come back and fight them, such as, I believe, the burglary of habitation in Fort Bend. And so since he's been on my bond and he's been out, he showed up yesterday to the felony court, no problem. He's been working 2 jobs, trying to take care of his family. I believe he has a child. He's expecting a child. And he's, really bending over backwards, as far as I can see, since he's been out, to both keep me paid and take care of his family and keep his jobs. And so because of that, that's why we asked for, a low bond that he can afford. something around the, $10,000 range.
Say,
Judge, we're on the assault family member, we're available to 10,000. With regards to the evading, we'll defer to the court since that's being revoked.
so for the record, we have how many open cases? 8 open cases?
I counted 10, Judge, and I can.
10 open cases. 10 open cases. Where you go, trouble follows. And understand, if you have a child, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Let me ask you, if you had a child, would you want it to be like you? Okay, then don't. The last thing we need is more trouble in Harris County, because I don't want, watch the news. All we have is death upon destruction, upon theft, upon murder, one after the other. And here you go with 10 cases. Shed as many tears as you want, but to me, actions speak louder than words. And it just,
I just want to be a better man for my daughter,
don't. You got to take care of yourself first before you can take care of other people. You can't even take care of yourself. How are you going to take care of someone else? I'm setting your bonds at $30,000 each. I'm ordering you, if you get out, to have a curfew of, I don't even want you out with the slightest bit of night. 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. You must have a curfew. And I'm going to put a GPS monitor on you. And I'm going to tell you now, if I find that you violate these conditions, because from what I understand, your family has a whole host of money. So it's not going to be a problem to get you out. It's probably just a matter of hours. But I'm going to tell you now, you violate these conditions again, I'm going to triple, if not quadruple, all these bonds. Do you understand?
Sure.
No weapons. And what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you sign an affidavit with me. Promise me you're not going to have a weapon and that you're not to use drugs or alcohol. And if I find that you do, I will have a contempt hearing. You'll be facing an additional 6 months in jail and a $500 fine every time you have a weapon or you consume. I will bring you here 2 times a week to prove to me that you're not consuming alcohol or any kind of dope. And if I find that you do, likewise, you will go to jail and I will triple, if not quadruple your bonds, if not quintuple. Do you understand?
Sure.
With 10 open cases, I'm going to have you come here so much, you're going to think it's a career.
Sure.
It's over. The days of you picking up 10 open cases, I'm done with it. All I want is my county to be safe. And I'm going to do everything in my power to protect Houston. Mr. White, this is an affidavit. No weapons, no dope, no alcohol, no contact with the complaining witness. You violate this, I will have a hearing, and you're looking at 6 months every single time.
Did Judge Fleischer go too far with $30,000 bonds each and all those restrictions? Or was it necessary? Drop your take in the comments. Should courts clamp down like this when someone has 10 open cases? If you want more full courtroom breakdowns, subscribe, and you won't miss the next one.